Hey y'all. I'm back with another one of my Uber stories. Listen, y'all are so nosy, and I don't like the way y'all are making me or turning me into a gossiping busybody. But I was tripping over myself to get to my phone to tell y'all this story. We gonna title this one Rich Ass Barbara Got Her Groove Back. Now she teaching her friend. So anybody from the Nashville area know people with a few dollars live off in the Brentwood, Franklin area. I'm not gonna tell you off in that area, off over there. So I'm not gonna tell y'all which area directly, but I remember very clearly. So Barbara, that's her name. I want to tell y'all that for the sake of y'all trying to figure out how old she is. Picked up from her house, badass mansion, nice. She told me they were going to the club. And I was like, oh, okay, good. This is cool. She got her friend with her. We're gonna call her friend Sarah. Barbara and Sarah. And so apparently Sarah was freshly divorced and just needed to get out and have some fun. And so Barbara was going to show her the ropes because Barbara been out there for a while. And so Barbara was like, yeah, we're just going to go hang out for a little bit. She was like, I'm divorced. My husband cheated. For a younger woman, that's what they do. It's the true thing. She was like, so I'm just out here, in the streets or whatever. And she was asking me about Uber, how I like it and all that kind of jazz. And how we fell on this subject, I don't know. But she started letting me know that after she got a divorce, she started hooking up with her Uber driver. And I was like, for real, girl? She was like, yeah. She was like, he was like 20 something years younger than me. I don't know what he wanted with my old ass, but. And she said, I was trying to push him like, no, I'm not really into it. But she was like, I thought, what the hell? What I got to lose? So she did it. And so she said, I hooked up with him a couple times. Now, I don't know if Miss Barbara was paying for it. I don't know. I don't know what was going on there. But all I know is that she was hooking up with dudes. She did let me know that he was of the Kurdish persuasion. I was like, okay, bitch. And she was like, he was younger. She said, and we hooked up. We had a lot of fun. And she said, but I had to end it. And I said, why? She said, well, he called me on his wedding day to hook up. And I was like, you're finna get married. We're not doing that. And he was like, yeah, I got to. I was like, dang, boy, what you doing? Stop it. So we just laughed and whatever, and we talked about that. And I was like, girl, you be careful. You can't be out here just hooking up with strange people. You can't do that. But that's not my business because she grown. So I get them to the bar. I drop them off. I go on by my night. I have no idea how I got reconnected with them after the bar. So I get to them. They get in the car. Baby, when I tell you hair was flying and all kind of stuff, I don't know how hard they danced in that dive bar. But Sarah was wild. Sarah's hair was wild, like somebody had threw their fingers through it. And her sweater was all discombobulated. And she was like, oh my God, I had the time of my life. I met so many men tonight and I made out with 3 of them. I was like, baby, I guess get your groove back. You just don't have no standards. And maybe she didn't need no standards because she was just getting her groove back and coming out of something. But baby, I would love to see what Barbara and Sarah are up to today, because I would need to know if they ever remarried or they in relationships. They still out there making out in the clubs. Rich ass Barbara got her groove back, and now she's teaching Molly.